All right, for this exercise, begin by using a ball, something squishy that has a little give. Place it behind your head. Now in this position, what you want to focus on is creating a double chin. You want to bring that chin back. That arch of your neck, try to decrease it. So I'm going back here, holding that, using the muscles in the front of the neck to create that motion. And then I'm making some subtle rotations, very subtle. You don't want to drop your neck into extension like this as you rotate. You want to keep your chin tucked for the entirety of this exercise and create some subtle movements from side to side. Very small. Again, you're not creating big motions where you're arching the neck. You're keeping your chin tucked in and then going back and forth.
Yeah, I was cut it off. Sorry.
Okay. Use a ball, something that has some give, and then from here you're going to place your head up against it, and I'll show you what to do next. So now you're here, and you want to focus on creating a chin tuck. Try to bring that chin in as far as you can while activating the muscles in the front of the neck here. So tucking the chin in, and then you're going to rotate side to side. You want to avoid allowing the neck to fall into extension as you perform these rotations like this. You want to keep the chin tucked, keep the neck tight for the entirety of this exercise as you rotate from side to side. So they should be very small rotations, nothing too big here.
And then you drive your hips up, and that's how you carry.
For this exercise, you want to hinge back first. You can see how this rounds out my low back a little bit. And then in this position, I'm going to do a cat-cow, but I'm biasing my mid-back a little bit more. You can see how I'm arching my thoracic spine, my mid-back a little bit here. And then I'm really rounding in this position.
That's better. It's smoother.
Arching
Yeah.
and rounding. A little bit different than the typical cat-cow.
It doesn't feel as aggressive as your other one, but
So for this median nerve glide, what you want to focus on first is bringing this arm out away from you and extending the wrist and fingers here as you bring the neck towards that arm. And you should feel a pull a little bit in here. If it's too much of a pull, you can come off a little bit and it'll slacken that nerve a little bit. And then you're going to bring the arm towards you as you bring the neck the opposite direction. And so now I'm pulling the nerve a little more in this position, and then you're going to go back and forth. One of the biggest problems I see here is people shrug their shoulders up as they perform this. Keep your arm relaxed. You don't have to necessarily depress the shoulder girdle like this, but just keep it relaxed and focus on the movements distally. So my elbow, my wrist, and hands are moving here, and then my neck is moving away here. So I'm pulling the nerve this way here, and I'm pulling it back and forth. This is called a median nerve glide. Okay. This is a median nerve tensioner, where I'm tensioning the nerve from both sides. So what I'm doing here is I'm extending my elbow as I'm extending my wrists and fingers while bringing the neck into the opposite direction here. So you can see how I'm pulling the nerve from this side and from the opposite side. And then I come back and I'm slackening it from both sides and just going back and forth very slowly into this position. You don't want to move too quickly. You want to let the body feel comfortable as you go into these positions.